Alrighty guys, good evening. So here is the recap for today's session, a little bit of insight for tomorrow's session. So heading into this morning, guys, we had those shitty ass jobless claims, no real impact on the market. And it's a general statement, right? Take a look at today's session. It was kind of a big clusterfuck, right? We're up, we're down, we're up, we're down. Ultimately, guys, we're going nowhere. However, President Trump set to speak tonight at 6 p.m., just about an hour and a half from now, regarding plans, guys, to slowly start reopening, certain parts of the economy. Now, we take a look at the futures here, and we're already starting to rip. So we're ripping through today's high a day. What I'm looking for, guys, is a move tomorrow above this 2840-ish level. So let's expand the daily chart. And this week has been incredibly interesting. Amazon, Netflix, Apple, Nvidia, right? You got all these names, guys, making insane moves this week, yet the indexes have gone nowhere. So going to be an interesting Friday, right? Did the indexes finally catch up? Do we get this clean breakout and see some real strength tomorrow? That could further push Amazon, Nvidia, Netflix. But we take a look at the daily chart, guys, right? And we got all these names flying. We got all these names ripping. And the market has been going nowhere. So this level of resistance up here, right around 28.45, guys, 28.46, right? That's the high of this week. That's the breakout I'm looking for tomorrow. If the market can make that breakout, I think we're going to see some serious moves from some of our favorite names, whether you're looking at Apple, Tesla, you name it. If the market can rip through the high of the week, I think we're going to see some sweet momentum there tomorrow. Now, let's assume that we do. Obviously, guys, whatever Trump is going to say tonight could have a huge impact, but let's just begin to get prepared. Should the market make this breakout? Should we see signs of strength? By far, my favorite setup at the moment is this Tesla squeeze. So as far as squeezes go, right, you guys in the Focus Trades group, I got to give it to you. We have kicked some serious ass this week, right, guys? We hit this Tesla squeeze last week. This week, we have hit squeezes in Apple, right? Beautiful squeeze on the hourly chart, couple 100% there, locked in a couple 100% on this Netflix squeeze. Now, here's one that I didn't take. Handful of y'all in the group did. Beautiful Amazon squeeze, and then one that I got. A handful of you guys got this one. Connor, Chris, handful of you got this Microsoft squeeze. So now with the market popping in the after hours with a potential, you want to call it catalyst, with President Trump coming out tonight, guys, I'm loving this Tesla squeeze. So what I did here today, guys, is I picked up a few calls inside of the squeeze consolidation. This is what I did with Apple. It's what I did with Netflix. It's what I did with Microsoft, etc. this week. Guys, I'm a big fan of buying inside the squeeze. The reason being is that those calls are cheap. They're low in implied volatility. At the high of the day, my calls were already up 100%. The breakout didn't even freaking happen yet. But due to that premium getting spiked and that implied volatility spiking once the move begins, if you're getting your piece inside the squeeze consolidation, man, when this thing makes that fire and it breaks, you're looking at a pretty return. And this week alone, guys, Apple was 100% plus. Netflix was 280%. Microsoft was 100% plus. Tesla 200%. Buying inside the squeeze, for options traders, guys, it can really present some serious opportunities, right? Go watch my previous video from a few days ago if you want a good lesson on squeeze setup itself. But it all comes down to the pricing of the options, guys. In these tight consolidations that we see a stock go into, oftentimes before making that next big move, that's when those options are cheap and quiet. You can get them inside the squeeze, and then the move fires. You're looking at a giant return. All about the pricing of options, implied volatility, and that premium spiking. So for tomorrow, guys, if ES can break through that high of the week, I think we can see these names really make a good-looking Friday. This is by far my favorite setup. I've already got a few calls. We're pumping a little bit here. Obviously, a lot of time before the open, but that is my favorite setup for tomorrow, guys. Looking for this squeeze to fire, looking for this thing to rip through the 760 level. And y'all know how Tesla is, right? Last time the squeeze broke, this thing ran 550, and it didn't slow down to 720. So obviously, Tesla's got all the room in the world to run. But it's going to depend on that market, right? It's going to depend on the reaction to whatever Trump says this evening. Positive reaction, we're going to see this market break through. We get a good look in Friday. Negative reaction, and we'll see from there. So that's about it tonight, guys. I'm going to be looking at Tesla into tomorrow, but for you, guys out there, and you're getting ready to put in some preparation, getting ready for tomorrow's session, keep an eye on this level of resistance, right? Keep an eye on this 28.45-ish level of resistance, especially as Trump comes out in an hour or so, and as we head into the open, that could set the tone for tomorrow, right? We fail to break above that in the after hours, anything can happen. We open above that level, I think we can see some nice momentum. So time will tell, but guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe. We are on the march to 2,000 subscribers. Pretty cool if you ask me. And that's all I got for you savages tonight. So rest up, guys. We got one more day to finish strong, all right? One more day. Focus Trades members, I couldn't be more proud of you guys for your execution this week. For those of you who follow me here on YouTube, much love to you as well. Hope you have a good evening, and I'm out for now.